Intimacy isn't something that fades automatically with age. It's often a matter of simple, overlooked choices that you can adjust tonight. Many men over 60 notice lower drive, fatigue, or even a subtle anxiety about performance, and it can feel like there's no way back. The truth is, your body still responds, and the right nutrition can make a measurable difference, sometimes faster than you expect. You don't have to rely solely on prescription pills or complicated regimens. Instead, small adjustments in what you eat can gently signal your body, reviving energy, circulation, and hormonal support naturally. Imagine finishing dinner tonight and already feeling more alert, more connected, more ready to enjoy your evening rather than dreading fatigue or low stamina. That's the kind of overnight improvement we're talking about. Not a miracle, but a practical, realistic boost grounded in science. One pinch of the right spice, combined with complementary foods and simple habits, can create a ripple effect that supports intimacy, energy, and confidence. Contrast this with chasing quick fixes or relying only on supplements that promise results but often deliver inconsistent benefits. Even small, consistent actions from the kitchen can outperform months of guessing or expensive pills. I've seen it firsthand with patients like Frank, 67, who noticed a gentle but clear improvement in evening drive within days after adjusting a few key foods at dinner. This approach respects your body, your dignity, and your natural rhythms, instead of making you feel ashamed or hurried. By focusing on food-based signals rather than pills alone, you're taking control in a safe, proven way. Tonight, you can start signaling your system to respond again, setting the stage for better evenings ahead. And the best part is, these steps are easy, affordable, and backed by simple physiology, better blood flow, mild hormonal support, and improved nervous system responsiveness. If this resonates, subscribe and comment 1 to join others taking practical steps tonight, or 0 if you're just browsing for now. You're about to discover the exact spice, the supporting foods, and the evening routine that create this effect, all explained in simple, actionable terms. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do tonight and why it works, with no guesswork, no shame, just practical guidance you can trust. Before we dive into the exact steps, let me introduce myself. I'm a men's health doctor and coach with more than 3 decades helping men over 60 reclaim their vitality, energy, and intimacy. Over the years, I've seen the same misconceptions repeat in clinic after clinic, and it's time to set the record straight. Myth number 1. Desire naturally disappears after 60. That's simply not true. Your body retains the ability to respond to the right signals, circulation, hormonal cues, and nervous system activation, all of which can be influenced by nutrition and simple habits. Myth number 2. Only prescription medications can restore intimacy overnight. While some medications are useful, relying solely on them ignores powerful natural ways to stimulate your system safely and effectively. Myth number 3. Spices or everyday foods can't meaningfully affect intimacy. In reality, certain spices like ginger, saffron, or cayenne can increase blood flow, provide mild hormonal support, and gently stimulate the nervous system. These effects are subtle but cumulative, and they work best when combined with complementary foods and simple habits. Think of it as a synergy model. One element alone can help, but the combination signals your body in multiple ways at once. Later in this video, you'll learn the precise spice to use, the supporting foods that enhance its effects, and simple pre-dinner habits that maximize your results. Contrast this approach with guessing, relying on pills alone, or assuming nothing works. You'll see how clarity and consistent action outperform frustration and inaction. By understanding how circulation, hormonal signals, and nervous system responsiveness interact, you gain insight into why these steps work, giving you confidence and control over your evenings. This roadmap sets the stage for practical, actionable guidance you can implement immediately with minimal effort but maximum effect. And along the way, we'll keep everything simple, respectful, and realistic. No shame, no hype, just results rooted in decades of experience. Once you grasp these principles, the next sections will show exactly how to apply them to your dinner routine and evening habits. Now let's start with the first core item, the key spice that can make an immediate difference. This isn't about magic. It's about a simple, natural signal your body can respond to even after 60. Spices like ginger, saffron, or cayenne support circulation, gently stimulate the nervous system, and can enhance hormonal signaling that contributes to energy and intimacy. The science is straightforward. These spices promote vasodilation, which is simply the widening of blood vessels, allowing better blood flow to critical areas. Improved circulation not only helps your heart and muscles, but also supports the subtle physiological signals that make intimacy easier and more responsive. A mild stimulation effect wakes up the nervous system, giving you a gentle boost in alertness and readiness. Hormone signaling may also improve slightly, supporting testosterone and other key pathways that often slow with age. Take James, for example, a 65-year-old patient I worked with. He began adding just a pinch of ginger to his evening meal, either sprinkled on roasted vegetables or stirred into a warm cup of tea. Within a few nights, he noticed a clear difference, more energy in the evenings, a more responsive body, and greater confidence going into intimate moments. This illustrates a key contrast: decline versus signaling your body still responds. You're not chasing youth, you're activating systems that remain responsive when prompted correctly. The practical approach is simple. Use about a half to 1 teaspoon of powdered spice or a similar amount of fresh or infused form roughly 30 minutes before dinner. Adjust for taste and tolerance. Too much can irritate digestion, so start conservatively. The form can vary: stirred into tea, sprinkled over food, or infused in a light broth. Consistency matters more than quantity. Nightly inclusion sets the stage for steady improvement rather than sporadic spikes. Remember, this is just one component, yet it's powerful because it engages multiple pathways at once: circulation, nervous system alertness, and mild hormonal support. Starting tonight, you can add this step easily without disrupting your routine, reinforcing the idea that simple kitchen choices can outperform uncertain quick fixes or relying on pills alone. With this first step in place, you're ready to layer in the next element that complements it, boosting both energy and intimate readiness even further. Building on the spice we just covered, the second core item focuses on a supporting food or nutrient that enhances energy, mood, and hormonal support. While the spice signals your system and improves circulation, this food reinforces your body's chemical readiness, providing essential nutrients that help sustain energy and improve evening stamina. Examples include dark chocolate, walnuts, or zinc-rich seeds. These foods provide compounds that support nitric oxide production, which helps widen blood vessels and improve blood flow, and they can also contribute to healthy testosterone levels, important for both energy and intimate function. Robert, a 68-year-old patient, began combining the evening spice with a small handful of walnuts about 30 minutes before dinner. Within a week, he noticed a noticeable improvement in energy and stamina, and he felt more confident in his intimate life. This contrast demonstrates how the spice alone creates a signal, while the nutrient acts as reinforcement, feeding the body the raw materials it needs to respond fully. Practical guidance is simple. Aim for about a quarter cup of nuts, a small square of high-quality dark chocolate, or a tablespoon of zinc-rich seeds. Timing is key. Having it shortly after adding the spice ensures the body receives both the activation signal and the nutritional support simultaneously. You can mix them with a light snack or sprinkle seeds on a salad or yogurt. Flexibility makes it easy to integrate into your routine. The key is consistent, moderate portions rather than large quantities, which can be counterproductive for digestion or calorie balance. These foods do more than provide energy. They also improve mood and mental clarity, helping you feel present and engaged during the evening. By layering nutrient support onto the spice's effect, you're creating a system that works together rather than relying on a single approach. Contrast this with quick fixes or isolated supplements. The combination offers steadier results, making your evenings more predictable and satisfying. This step demonstrates that simple kitchen choices, when coordinated, can outperform expensive or complicated products while keeping your routine realistic. Once this nutrient support is in place, we'll introduce the third core item, which completes the synergy and maximizes the benefits for energy, circulation, and hormonal balance. Now that we've covered the key spice and the supporting nutrient, the third element is a simple habit or food that completes the system, forming what I call the vitality triangle. This could be a brief pre-dinner walk, light stretching, or a calming herbal tea. The purpose is to enhance circulation, support energy, and stabilize hormonal signaling while integrating with the previous two items. Together, the spice, nutrient, and this third habit create a layered effect that is far more effective than any isolated fix. Frank, a 70-year-old patient, began combining the spice, a small zinc-rich snack, and a 10-minute walk before dinner. Within days, he reported more consistent evening drive, better energy, and a general sense of readiness he hadn't felt in years. The science is straightforward. Movement and gentle activity increase blood flow, improve oxygen delivery, and subtly stimulate the nervous system. A calming tea can also reduce stress hormones, making your body more receptive to the signals from food and spice. Contrast this with using any single element alone. While the spice or nutrient may help, they do not produce the same consistent results without the complementary habit. By layering actions, you create synergy that engages circulation, energy, and hormones simultaneously, producing a natural, reliable boost. Practical guidance is simple: a 10 to 15-minute walk or gentle stretch shortly before dinner, or a warm cup of herbal tea afterward is sufficient. The timing ensures that the body is primed when you eat, amplifying the effects of the spice and nutrient. Consistency matters more than intensity. Small, repeatable steps are safer and more effective than occasional strenuous efforts. This approach reinforces the principle that intimacy and energy are supported by integrated systems, not quick fixes. When you combine all three elements, you provide a clear, actionable signal to your body, reinforcing natural responsiveness and promoting steady improvement. With this vitality trial angle in place, you are ready to move into a structured daily protocol, which ensures these benefits are maintained consistently night after night. Now that you understand the three core items, let's put them into a simple daily evening protocol you can follow tonight and every evening after. About 30 minutes before dinner, start with the key spice, ginger, saffron, or cayenne, added to your food, tea, or broth. This small step begins signaling your body, improving circulation, and alerting your nervous system. Next, include a modest portion of a nutrient-rich food, such as a handful of walnuts, a square of dark chocolate, or a tablespoon of zinc-rich seeds. This feeds your body the raw materials it needs for energy and hormonal support. Finally, integrate a brief habit, a 10 to 15-minute walk, gentle stretches, or a calming herbal tea. This completes the vitality triangle, reinforcing circulation, energy, and hormonal responsiveness in a steady, predictable rhythm. Many men make mistakes that limit the benefits. Using too much spice can irritate the stomach, while too little may produce negligible effects. Skipping the nutrient step or relying solely on supplements or pills reduces synergy and slows results. Inconsistent timing or erratic routines can confuse your body rather than prime it. Remember, this is not about intensity, it's about steady, repeatable actions that your body can respond to naturally. Safety is important. If you have heart conditions, digestive sensitivities, or take medications, talk with your clinician before introducing new spices or supplements. Start conservatively, observe how your body responds, and adjust gradually. The goal is practical, sustainable improvement without risk or discomfort. To make it easier, you can download a simple PDF checklist that outlines the spice, nutrient, and habit steps along with timing cues. Keeping everything in one place ensures consistency. This daily protocol exemplifies the contrast between guessing versus a structured system and quick fixes versus a steady rhythm. When you follow it regularly, your body receives clear, repeated signals that reinforce energy, intimacy, and confidence night after night. Once you have mastered this routine, the final step is a recap and motivation section to reframe your identity, reinforce commitment, and encourage consistent practice. Let's take a moment to recap everything we've covered and put it all together into a simple, actionable system. First, the key spice, ginger, saffron, or cayenne, serves as a natural signal to improve circulation, gently stimulate your nervous system, and support hormonal pathways. Second, the nutrient-rich food, like walnuts, dark chocolate, or zinc seeds, provides essential compounds that enhance energy, mood, and hormonal support, reinforcing the spice's effects. Third, the simple habit, whether a 10 to 15-minute walk, gentle stretches, or a calming herbal tea, completes the vitality triangle, amplifying circulation, energy, and nervous system responsiveness. Together, these three elements create a synergy far more effective than any single quick fix or reliance on pills alone. Following the structured evening protocol, spice 30 minutes before dinner, nutrient snack, and light movement or tea, turns these concepts into a repeatable routine that primes your body consistently. Remember, this is not about chasing a younger version of yourself. It's about reclaiming your own grounded, confident, and steady self. You are activating systems that still respond, reinforcing dignity, autonomy, and intimacy in a safe, natural way. Contrast this approach with resignation or the frustration of relying on pills alone. You're taking agency, creating predictability, and respecting your body's natural rhythms. Small, consistent steps each evening produce noticeable benefits in energy, drive, and connection, allowing you to enjoy your evenings without shame or hesitation. Many men who adopt this approach report feeling more confident, more present, and more satisfied in their relationships within a few days to a week. To help you stay on track, consider sharing this method with a friend or brother who could benefit, reinforcing accountability and support. And if you're ready to start tonight, subscribe and comment START to mark your commitment. These steps are simple, actionable, and designed for you to feel the difference immediately, turning intention into real, lasting change. By integrating the spice, nutrient, and habit into a daily evening rhythm, you create a foundation for renewed energy, intimacy, and confidence that honors your experience and maturity. This final recap ensures the knowledge is clear, the path is actionable, and your next steps are obvious, empowering you to take control and experience the benefits starting tonight.